What's up everybody and welcome. Today I will be showing you a Adobe Rush tutorial. So the very first thing you want to do is find this icon on your desktop. It's called Adobe Creative Cloud. You want to double click on it and it's going to open the Adobe Creative Cloud desktop app. So what you're looking for is Premiere Rush. It's purple, it's got RU, and you want to click open. Once you open, you might appear on this screen right here. You want to click Create New. Now, the very next thing we have to do is find footage to add to our project. So if we have downloaded clips, they will be in Downloads. If we have saved clips on our desktop, they will be on the desktop. If we have things saved in Documents, they will be saved there. So for this example, I will show you how to get clips from Google Classroom into Adobe Premiere Rush. Simply minimize these tabs, go to your internet browser, sign in, go to our class. For this example, I am going to be using Film 1. So I'm going to go to Classwork. I'm going to go to Learn Adobe Rush Editing Software, and I'm going to go to Adobe Rush Editing Practice number 2. Then I'm going to click on this Google Drive folder, and I'm going to see a ton of clips once I click in this folder right here. Okay, here we go. So what I want you to do is I want you to pick 5 clips. Do not download all of these, just pick 5 that you like. And remember to download, you simply right click and click download. And it will download right there in the corner. I can click on this little arrow right here and click show in folder, and it will show me where it is saved at. It is saved on my computer, HSATT255GR. It's also saved in Downloads. So I'm going to go back to Adobe. I'm going to refresh by clicking on different options here, and then I'm going to go to Downloads. And notice this is not what I downloaded, so it's not going to be in order. It's actually in order by name. So numbers come first, and then we have A, B, 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 and there's the Santa clip. So it's actually in alphabetical order by the name of the video file. So I'm going to click on that. This is what I want to import. Notice that the clip turns blue and there's a number. If I click on that, it turns blue and there's a number 2. And basically this is the order that the clips will appear on my timeline. So for this example, I'm just going to import the 1. And the last thing I want to do is name this project. So I'm going to name this Editing Assignment number 2. And I'm going to click Create. Now what Adobe Rush will do is automatically add those clips to my timeline. And there it is. And now I'm ready to edit. Alright, now I'm going to show you these basic edits in Adobe Rush. I'm going to show you how to add a title card, how to edit words, how to change the colors, how to do transitions, how to do color grading, how to add music, how to speed stuff up, and how to slow things down. And then I will walk you through how to export this and turn it into Google Classroom. So here I am in my editor. The very first thing we're going to notice is this is your preview screen. If I grab my blue playhead right here and slide it back and forth, you notice that the clip is also sliding back and forth. Over here I have some different editing features. If I hover over it with my mouse, a mini screen will pop up and it will show you that, you know, what this is. This is the graphics tab. If you hit Control+1 on your keyboard, that's what that means. It will automatically open for you. So we're all about using keyboard shortcuts. Let's see. Right here you can change the aspect ratio. So right now we're in 16:9. That is what you use for a computer. But let's say you were filming this for TikTok. I can change the aspect ratio to that. Let's say you're using it for Instagram. I can change it to that. Say you're using it for Facebook, for Twitter, can change it to that. So that's what that is. This is how you split clips. This is how you copy and duplicate. This is how you delete. This is how you expand your audio. So what that does is it actually shows me the audio attached to this clip. These are the waveforms that I'm seeing. And what this does is give me the different tracks. So I have 3 audio tracks, and then I have 3 video tracks on top of this one that I'm working on. So if I don't like that, I can click on that and it'll close it. So the very first thing we're going to do is add a title. So I could click on this, or I could hit Control 1 on my keyboard, and this menu is going to automatically come up. I'm going to click Add Graphic, and there are a ton that I can choose from, but for the sake of this example, I'm going to choose this one that says Superstar. So all I do is click on it. It is outlined in blue. I come down here, and there is a button that I push called Add, and it will automatically add it to my timeline. So I'm going to exit out of that so I can see. And notice it put the title where my playhead was. So if my playhead was all the way down here, when I tried to do that, the title would actually start right here. So here is the title right here. I'm moving it so I can see it. So to change the text, you just simply double click backspace, and you can change it to whatever you want to. Double click, backspace, change it to whatever you want to. There's also options right here. You saw when I started typing, it changed. So if I click this arrow, it drops a menu down. This lets me change the font. This lets me change the font size. I can change the color of the text. I can change the text outline color. I can change the word spacing. Make it space out, make it really squished up. I can change the lines if there were lines. And then I could do that again for the yo at the bottom right here. And then I can actually change the colors of the shape, the star. So let's make it pink. There you go. And I can do all kinds of crazy things with these sliders that will do different things. Yeah, just play around with it. Play around with these sliders. So let's say that I like that. All I have to do is click this right here, or I can hit Control 1 on my keyboard. It will close it, and there is my title. Next thing I'm going to show you is transitions. So I'm going to hit Control 2 and bring up my transitions. So here are the transitions that we have. And as you can see, it's automatically put a space right there where it thinks the transitions should go. So all I got to do is grab and drag. And now I have a transition. Okay, not much of a transition, but it is there. And so let's say, I wanted to add a transition right here. How can I do that? Well, what I have to do is I have to select my clips, right? Select them, make sure they're selected. And then I could come over here and click this scissor button, or I could just press S on my keyboard. Click, press S. And look, now I've separated these. So now because they're separated, I could grab another transition and I could just put it right there if I wanted to. And now we have something that looks like this. Okay? So always remember, if you're trying to add effects, you have to have the clip selected, and it has to be separate clips. It can't be one long clip. So if you have one long clip and there's a spot where you want to put a transition, simply drag the playhead, click on the clip, click S on the keyboard, and then you can grab and drag. Okay, the next icon we're going to talk about is color. It's the 3 circles. You could click on it, or you could hit Control+3 on your keyboard, and that will bring up color grading. So again, make sure your clip is selected to have these effects work. And we have pre-built. So all you do is click on the clip and click on one of these presets, and as you can see, it is changing the color. So these are presets. So let's say you want to get in more control with your coloring. So I'm going to select this clip right here, and instead of preset, I'm going to go to edit, And now if I start moving these sliders, I can individually change things about the color. Okay, and they go on for a while. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you about is speed ramping. It looks like a little cruise control. So I'm going to hit Control+4 on my keyboard, and it's going to bring this up. So I have a clip selected. Notice I have a purple line down there now. So basically, if I move this dot to the left, the clip is going to get longer because I'm slowing it down. If I move it to the right, the clip is going to get shorter because I'm speeding it up. So it's sped up right now. So it's sped up, and now I'm going to slow this one down. And notice it also slowed down the audio. The next thing we have is audio. This is how you add music. So you could click on this, or you could hit Control+5 and it'll open this menu. So you want to click Browse, and then you want to find either a sound effect or soundtrack that you like. So let's say I like this. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click Add. And it's down there. It's added. So I'm going to exit out of that. And I'm going to, I could click on this and make it go away, or I could hit Control+5. And there you go. So there's my music, but notice it added it where my playhead was, so it's not at the beginning of my video like I want. So always be aware of that. So now I have something that looks like this. And it's very loud, and I'm sorry. The very last menu we're going to talk about is this, crop and rotate. So again, make sure you have a clip selected, and basically you can change the way the clip looks. Move this back. So, you know, I could slant this if I wanted to. Move it right there. Move it up. Do all kinds of things with it. Zoom in like that. And then I have, you know, this crazy angle slow motion thing going on. So there's just a ton of things you can do. All right, so let's say you like it. Let's say you like this. Let's say you're good. How do you turn this in? So you hit share, and right here you name it. Always name it whoever is working in the group. So I would put Ashley and Dave if there were two of us. I'm going to click export, and I'm going to wait for it to render. Now, if that share button doesn't come up for you, that means you have used premium features. Those are purple. So if you see anything with a star that's a premium feature, just click on it, click delete on your keyboard, and then try again. All right, so now it is done. So what I need to do is I need to double check my rubric here, make sure I did all of the edits I was supposed to. And then I would go to the assignment. I would click View Assignment. I would click Add or Create. Then I would click File, then Browse, then Documents. And if you actually go to your Documents, you'll see that that is where it is saving your videos. So you click on that, you click Open, and then you click Turn In. Now, the very last thing I want you to do is delete your videos from your computer. If a bunch of videos end up on the computers, they slow down. So what you do after you turn in is you select all of the videos, right click, click delete. Also do that for downloads. If there's videos in here, right click, click delete. I hope this has been informational, and I hope this helps you with your Adobe Rush learning.